Welcome to Gene and Mike do the New York Times crossword.
Hi, I'm Jean.
And I'm Mike. And today we are doing the crossword for Friday, July 5th, 2024. So, on this first day of the Sir Keir Starmer administration, did you do the crossword?
I did.
And did you have to labor mightily over it?
No, not at all.
Well, that's great.
Yeah, I breezed right through it.
Really? Mm-hmm. Sort of like Keir Starmer breezing through the election.
That's right. That's right.
And do the pundits have any explanation as to why you did so well on it?
I didn't hear any.
Okay.
So I didn't really check.
Didn't make the national news.
No.
Well, here's hoping. Okay, so it was a breeze?
It was.
Really?
It was for me. Yeah, it went pretty quickly for a Friday. I did it in 21 minutes.
Wow. I did it in about 50% longer.
Oh,
I started off very slowly. I was just having trouble getting my act together. Mm-hmm. Usually I do these, listeners, as you are probably well aware, at night. But because of fireworks, etc., I ended up doing it this morning. I don't think my brain had woken up. And then after about, I don't know, maybe 5 or 10 minutes, neurons started to contribute to the cause. And I was able to churn through it. But I couldn't get anything in the top left corner.
Oh,
You just got that? I mean, I got one down. Autocrat of old was czar.
Right.
And that was it.
I guess I got 19 across menswear.
Yes, I got that one too.
Right. I got a lot of the downs, though. I got the czar.
I got the czar.
I got 3 down, which was its film school alums include Francis Ford Coppola and Carol Burnett. That was UCLA.
I guessed that because it was 4 letters and ending with an A.
Right.
And UCLA is often the New York Times go-to university.
And 5 down, I got Tom sporting a striped coat, say, was Tabby Cat.
Yeah, see, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. So I got enough of those downs that then I figured out the acrosses. And I knew what number 1 across was, activity at a company retreat. I just didn't know what it was called, but it was the old TRUSTFALL.
Right. I'd heard the phrase trust exercise.
Oh,
And so TRUSTFALL was sort of a surprise to me. Well, 6 down was biota component. And I thought, it's either flora or it's fauna.
Right.
I have a 50-50 chance of getting it right. So I just left the F at the top and the A at the bottom. But fall didn't occur to me. Mm-hmm. And then those last 3, blank bowl was Akai bowl. Right. Mm-hmm. 8 down draw was lure. Mm-hmm. I never think about lure when I read the word draw. No. And ran point for. I really, I've heard the phrase point guard. Mm-hmm. I thought that's someone who's sort of like watching your side. And this said ran point for, and the answer was lead.
That's right.
So anyway, I didn't know any of that. So I just sort of meandered around through the grid until I eventually got enough traction.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did this after the fireworks because the fireworks just so pepped me up. Mm-hmm. And of course, the neighborhood fireworks kept me up. And so
we had fireworks? I thought they weren't using because of the rain they were.
I heard a few pops.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, I got it done at night. Mm-hmm. On my phone, no less.
Wow.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, I had even things like a send up, 10 down. I went for parody, and it turned out to be launch. So I was totally in the wrong there.
No.
And then I forgot about 11 down. Protector of sailors by tradition was Elmo.
Elmo, yes.
I always thought it was either Ernie or Bert.
No.
I don't know why Elmo is protecting. What's he going to do? Like sort of raise red fur or something? I don't know.
I don't know. It might be Saint Elmo.
Well, I believe Elmo is a saint.
Yes, because I started with ST thinking it was some 2-lettered saint, but actually I think it's Saint Elmo.
It would be. I bet they've never done a Sesame Street episode about that.
No, I don't.
That's
think
probably not a good idea.
No.
Even 18 across, dark shade of brown. I was going for amber.
Oh,
I forgot there's a color umber.
Umber's dark, amber's more light.
Well, when I have it starting with the letter R, it's hard to work into umber.
Yeah.
Because I had parody there. Mm-hmm. Let's see here. 22 down was a problem for me. Accessory for a snowman. So first I thought it was a carrot.
Oh.
And then I got a couple of T's and an N in there. So I thought, oh, it's a button because they have those little buttons. Of course, those are actually pieces of coal, right?
That's right.
So the correct answer was mitten.
That's correct. Yes.
And what I really needed was 35 across, request for assistance, a little help here.
Yeah. Yeah, that was cute.
Yeah. Took a bit. One of the reasons being 30 down, let's see, devious snicker. So I had 33 across, the character in Genesis and the Dukes of Hazzard being Adam.
Oh, no.
Which meant that 30 down for me became har har.
Oh.
And then I thought, well, there's Adam and then there's Enos. Mm-hmm. And Enos, then it became heh heh, yes. Which I guess is a little bit more devious.
Oh, yeah, that's always the answer for the menacing laugh.
Heh heh? No one ever goes har har.
No, I don't think so.
I guess that doesn't sound as menacing.
Nope.
More Popeye-ish. Mm-hmm. Let's see. I thought it was curious that we had 23 down was like the FIFA and Madden video games rated E. Mm-hmm. And then next to that, we had 29 down. Bill with the 2024 book, What This Comedian Said Will Shock You, Mayer.
Right, Bill Mayer.
Bill Mayer. And I thought Bill Mayer is definitely not rated E.
No.
But he was right beside it.
Right. That's true.
Let's see. Where else did I have problems? 58 across was to an annoying degree. I had it ending in EAM, so I thought it had something to do with a scream, but it was ad nauseum.
Ad nauseum. I had trouble with that. I didn't know how to spell it.
I wanted that last A to be a U. Ad nauseum.
That's what I put. Yeah.
But actually, for two of the gimmies for me in this crossword, there weren't a lot, but 52 down, part of QED, quad erat demonstratum. We could rule out demonstratum pretty quickly. Right. And the Q as well, so it was erat. So, right. And then the one next to it, part of EGOT. That turned out to be Emmy.
Emmy, yeah. Yeah, I figured, once I got 52 down erat, I realized, no, that's not a U, it's an A. But
yes.
But, yeah, that's what I put originally. So.
Hard fall, 55 across, was a hailstorm.
Yes.
And I had trouble with that because for 37 down, gets excited, I had psych up, where I spelled psych, Psyche, which actually, now that I look at it, that was psyche.
That's right.
so it had to be psychs up.
That's right.
And when I got that S, then I could get the storm of hailstorm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
I had rainstorm.
Oh.
Because we've had such very hard rainstorms this past week.
Mm-hmm.
But it was actually hailstorm, which makes more sense.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
49 down, officially inducted in mob lingo is made.
Yes, I didn't know that.
No, that was a surprise to me.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, it's been a while since I've watched The Godfather, so. But yeah, I think, I don't know, I was just sort of a little bit off my game. But eventually I was able to sort of persevere. Even with like green juice, I don't know why. I had it ending in power, and I went for money power. Oh. Because I thought, money is sort of, it's green, it's the power that propels you. Money power.
Money power. I've never heard that phrase.
That's before. Because no one's ever said it before. I am a pioneer. It turns out it was solar power.
That is
and
correct.
Many people have said that. Yeah, I mean, I had to sort of bash through it. Fortunately, they gave 25 down. Tiny cells was triple A's, AAAS.
That's correct.
Or the American Association for the Advancement of Science. They also could. I don't think they ever clue AAAA. That was too many A's. AAAS as American Association for the Advancement of Science.
I didn't even know there was an American Association for the Advancement of Science, but I'm glad.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, I think that is it for the crossword. A fine crossword by Trent H. Evans.
Good job.
Yes. And it is Friday, which means it's time for Fun Fact Friday. And I believe you have a fun fact for us.
Well, it's a fun fact, and it's a a confession of a mistake that I made yesterday. We were talking about the Alhambra.
Yes.
And for some reason, I had confused that with the Royal Pavilion that's in Brighton in England. But for some reason, I was thinking that had a more exotic name than the Royal Pavilion. So I thought, oh, yeah, Alhambra. But actually, the Alhambra is not in Brighton, England.
Right.
And we did get some fan mail about it.
Yes, we did.
I think we should just read the fan mail so you all know where the Alhambra really is.
Okay. On the podcast so this is fan mail. You can click on the send fan mail link in the show notes if you ever want to send it, listeners. And this was from someone named Singapore. On the podcast for Thursday, 4th July, you mentioned Alhambra is in England, specifically Brighton. I was waiting for it to be a just kidding moment. Nope. Alhambra is in Granada, Spain. It is absolutely massive and one of the best preserved palaces of the historic Islamic world when the south of Spain, Andalusia, was ruled by the Moors.
That's right.
So thank you, Singapore, for catching us on that.
And I stand corrected.
Yes, and for the record, Jean recognized her error. I didn't recognize it right as soon as the podcast had finished.
As are like, oh shoot, that was the Royal Pavilion.
So good ear there, Singapore, and keep that feedback coming. We really appreciate it. For the rest of you, if you want to send us fan mail or email, you can do so
or corrections,
including corrections. Through all the mechanisms that you see in the show notes.
Maybe somebody has heard of Money Power and they could,
That's right.
They could tell us about that.
If you've written a book called Money Power, we really want to talk to you. And that's it for today. Hope everyone's enjoying these podcasts. Again, let us know, crosswordpodcast@icloud.com. Send fan mail or drop us a note on Facebook. We will be back again with our cutting edge analysis of tomorrow's crossword tomorrow.
Bye-bye.